Hi guys, it's Debbie from What's Mama Cooking For Us. And today I'm just making like a taco pasta, like homemade hamburger helper type thing. I used to love the cheeseburger hamburger helper and the stroganoff, but they're so full of salt and preservatives and that little aftertaste that nobody likes. So I want to make my own, and this is how I do it. I got a pound of ground beef, which I've already cooked, and I'll show you that in a minute. Some salt, some pepper, a packet of taco seasoning mix, 2 cups of water, 1 cup of salsa, 8 ounces of pasta. I'm using the rotini or fusilli. I don't know, some people call it both. Some cheese and some cilantro, and if you want to add tomatoes at the end. To be 1.5 cups of cheese, but sometimes I go a little less on my cheese. I'm not a huge cheese person. And the 8 ounces of pasta, I think I said that. For the salsa, it calls for salsa, but all I have is taco seasoning or taco sauce, and I got some sauce. So you need a cup of that, but you can use any salsa or whatever you like to use. And then we're gonna cook it all up, make it come to a boil, let it simmer for about 15 minutes, and dinner's gonna be ready. You ground your ground beef, you drain it, and of course I always add onions, but you don't have to. And yeah, so let's get started. This is gonna be good. So what you want to do is just ground up your ground beef. And I don't know if you guys have seen my videos before, but I put mine into big little chunks, so that they're more like a little ball than just little ground up beef. So I'm going to saute that till it's fully cooked and drain all the grease. So yeah, it does take a little extra minute to make them into like little balls. I don't, do them any particular way. I just kind of crunch a little bit in my hand and put them in there. And that way they're like little balls instead of just all ground meat completely. You can skip that step and just ground it all up. And just when you're flipping them, you got to make sure you get each individual one. You can do a big bunch at a time, but sometimes you got to do a couple individually, carefully, so that you can flip them. That's all. All right, these are just some onions from my freezer. We're going to add a little salt because the taco seasoning packet has salt, so not too much. Some pepper. And just saute these up. I normally do these right in with the beef, but I got the beef draining and I just thought I'd throw these in. This is just all spur of the moment kind of thing, guys. Okay, once your hamburger's been drained, your onions are cooked, now you can go ahead and put in all the ingredients except the cheese and the cilantro and your other toppings. So there's our taco meat seasoning. 2 cups of water. 1 cup of salsa, or whatever you have on hand. I am going to put jalapeno pieces. You guys can delete this. Tablespoon or 2. I like mine spicy, but like I said, you could delete it. Give it a good mix. Oh my gosh, this is going to be so good. And so simple. Simple, simple, simple. 8 ounces of pasta. I went over just a little bit because I like a lot of pasta. Who doesn't? You guys, the onions were from my freezer. I just pulled them out. They were already chopped from another recipe. They were extra, so I keep them in my freezer, and they work perfect for stuff like this. Now, bring this to a boil, and then we'll be back. Let's see how long it takes. Okay. This took exactly 5 minutes to come to a boil with the lid on. And now we're just going to put it on simmer and let it simmer until it thickens up. Smells amazing. If you're a taco person, you will love this. And I am a Mexican junky tacos, Mexican food. Oh my gosh, I love it. All right, I'm gonna put this on a simmer and I'll be back. I'll let you know how long that takes. All right, you guys, in the meantime, while I'm letting the hamburger helper, I don't know what you want to call it. I always give my boxes a little shake like this. You probably don't want to hear that. So it breaks it all up. I'm over here, sorry guys. So that way it's all broken up. We got a 1/3 cup of milk. We may need more milk. Well, of course we need more milk, but I'm saying I'm going to start with just the normal mix that the recipe calls for. Because we're putting corn and jalapenos and cheese in this as well. So you can use any corn. I'm using frozen. Let's see. Yeah, about, I don't know, a little over 1/2 cup. I don't know if I said you can use canned corn, cream corn. This is frozen corn. Another splash of milk. And then we need some cheese. Where's my cheese? I had the cheese out for the taco mix, but I forgot to get the cheese out for the corn muffins. Let's put about 1/2 cup, give or take. And I'm not going to put jalapeno peppers in here, but I am going to put some on top of the muffins, just to make them look pretty and to taste good. So then that's all you do for that, and that's all set. Just make sure everything's mixed in completely. Okay, guys, I like to use my bacon grease and just put a tiny bit in each one of these little muffins. If it was already heated, I would just take it out like that. But since this is in the fridge, I'm going to do it like this. And I like to put this whole tray right in the oven and then take the brush and swish it around. Okay, so this is how I like to do my cornbread too in a regular pan. Is heat up that bacon grease or butter, whichever you like to use. But I like to have muffins a lot because that way I can freeze them good and everyone gets a nice crusty piece. Make sure you go up the sides. You can use the papers too, but you don't get it as crusty. And then what I like to do is use my measuring spoon, a measuring cup, and fill them. You can fill them up pretty high. So, guys, I forgot to tell you, the noodles on simmer, they go 15 minutes. Yeah, I forgot to tell you guys that. On simmer with the lid on. And then I'm going to put jalapenos on here, but you guys don't have to put jalapenos. You could just, you know, skip that part altogether, or you could chop them and make them a little bit smaller. I'm putting big slices, and those came out of my freezer as well, guys. It's a way to use those up. I think I'm only going to get in about 9 because I want to fill these up pretty well. Okay, so then just put a jalapeno on each one. Simple and easy and delicious. And if you have someone that doesn't like them, leave them off or doesn't want them. And then just take some cheese And sprinkle a little more cheese on top too. Just a little. We don't want to cover the jalapeno too much. We want to be able to see it somewhere along the line. All right, and I'm just gonna put these in the oven just like I would. Remember, it's hot, just like I would for the muffin mix. And I'm gonna clean this up with my little rag. Helps keep your pan from getting horrible, and it's easier to clean. There. All right, so I'll see you guys in 15 minutes. Okay, they took 15 minutes. Stick a toothpick in them just in case you're worried. And they might not be completely perfect because there's other goodies in there, but... And plus, guys, I wanted to tell you, I used the cheese was from my freezer as well. So this is a lot of stuff pulled out of the freezer. So these are all set. We're going to let them cool and we're going to enjoy dinner. All right, everything's ready. We're going to put a little cheese. I got some Kobe and some cheddar. Mix that in a little bit. I'm gonna take my thumbnail so then we'll mix it in a little bit more. You guys know I'm a nut. And some beautiful, beautiful, my favorite cilantro. And look at how pretty those muffins came out. You guys. Oh my God, it smells so good. Can you see those muffins? All right, I'm gonna give you a close-up shot. Oh my gosh, you guys, look at how beautiful this is. All right, let me make up a plate and we're gonna enjoy this. Let's go in and look. If you guys could just smell how good this looks. And look at our muffins. They are incredible. They're so soft. All right, let's dish us up a plate. Look at this, you guys. You see that? You see that goodness? The goodness. A little more cilantro on top. A nice little muffin. Does that look awesome? Do you want to come over for dinner? And guys, I have a pot holder under my pan so it doesn't burn my cutting board. So don't worry. We'll put a little more cheese on top. And then you could put tomatoes, avocados, you know, whatever you guys like. I'm going to take a thumbnail of this too before I take my bite. Sorry, guys. All right, let's take our bite. Let's check out this muffin. Look at how beautiful. Look at that. Look at how nice and soft. Ooh. And that jalapeno, excuse me. Just flavors the muffin. I didn't even bite it. Now you could put the little bits in there like I did in the hamburger if you wanted to and not do it like that. You just put some bits in there. About 2 tablespoons maybe. Let's get a big bite. Let me show you guys. Can you see that? Here we go. Perfect. Oh my gosh. Perfection. I hope you guys give this a try. It was so simple, so easy. I just threw it together. Almost everything came out of my freezer. I even freeze cilantro. I didn't today, or the hamburger. But you can freeze everything and just pull it all out and make a delicious meal. It didn't take us very long to prep. It only cooked for 5 minutes to come to a boil and 15 minutes to simmer. And we did the muffins in the meantime. Simple and easy. So guys, please give this a try. It looks delicious. It smells delicious. It tastes delicious. If you're new, subscribe if you like what you see and you want to see more. And guys, thank you. Always, hit that like button for me. Show me some love. And I'll see you guys on the next one. And be blessed. Make sure you give this a try. Oh my gosh, it's so good.